Okay, so here's how to install CachyOS as a dual boot on a Windows machine. This way, you can use CachyOS and Windows at the same time. First of all, Google CachyOS and then go to this cachyos.org link to download the ISO. The page will look something like this, and basically click on this download button. On the next page, it will ask you to select a version. So for normal desktop users, simply select the desktop edition. Click on direct button and it will ask you to select a download path. Now once that CachyOS ISO file has been downloaded, move your mouse to the Windows Start button and then right click on it. Remember, not left click but right click. It will show up this menu and from here you select disk management. Now this window will pop up showing your disk drives, and here select the drive that you want to install the CachyOS on. For example, I have 3 drives connected to my PC and the C drive is running Windows right now. I am using the other 2 as storage. So I don't want to touch the other drives which has my actual work data, and I want to install CachyOS on the C drive itself, like the thing running Windows. To do that, I will split this C drive into 2 parts. One will have the Windows itself and the other half we will use for CachyOS. This way, my actual work drive and other important files are not affected. One thing to note is that if your important files are on the C drive itself, you should probably make a copy of it, because even though it will not delete it in this process, it's still a good idea. Okay, so since I want to install CachyOS on the C drive, I'm going to select it and then right click on it. It will show up this menu, and from here I will select shrink volume. It will show a pop-up like this where it will ask you to enter an amount that you want the drive to be shrinked by. The amount it is showing by default, like 376834, is the free space I have available on that drive. It's a 500 gigabyte drive and I have around 80% free. So that's what it is showing here. I can only free up the free space. It will not let me shrink the used space. Now, since my total size is around 500 gigabyte, I want Windows to take around 250 gigabyte and the rest will be for CachyOS. To split this 500 gigabyte drive into 250 and 250 gigabytes parts, I'm going to go to my AI girlfriend Claude and then simply ask it to split it. I gave her the details of my drive and told to split it into 500 gigabytes, and it said to enter this amount, 256000. So now I will go back to that shrink window and type my girlfriend's response to 56000. Let's see if my girlfriend is right. Okay, so as you can see, she was right. Now I have a 250 GB unallocated free space, and that other things you are seeing on the left and right side are taken up by Windows. Don't worry about it. Just focus on this space. Okay, so now we have downloaded the CachyOS ISO file and we have free space on our system where we can install that ISO file. The next thing you want to do, Google Balena HR and go to this first link. It will look something like this, and simply click on the download button. On the next page, since I am on Windows, I will select the first link which is for Windows. Okay, so once that setup is downloaded, simply run it. It will just show this dialog where it will ask you to select that ISO file. So I will click this flash from file button and then I will go to downloads because that's where I saved that file, and then double click on it. And now it is asking me to select a target. And now you need this little buddy. It's a USB flash drive and you have to put it into your PC. Find its hole and push it in. I had to oil that USB up to make it go smoothly inside. But if yours went smoothly without any oil, the next step is to select the target device, which is the USB stick you just inserted, which in my case is this USB SanDisk device. I'm going to select it and then press the select button. Then on the next step, simply click on the flash button. It will ask you to select yes and then it will do its thing. It should be pretty quick. It will show a flash completed and then you simply close the app. It's time to reboot your PC and smash the button that lets you into the boot menu where you can select the USB drive. If you don't know what that button is, it's either the delete key or this delete key or the F12 key or F11 or F9. I don't think it's the escape or F1 usually. In my case, it's either F9 or F11, F12. So once you click on restart Windows, remember to start smashing that key. If it doesn't work and you don't see any boot menu, then restart again and smash another key, which I mentioned earlier. Okay, watch me smash the buttons. First time I'm going to try the delete key. I'm smashing right now and we still don't see anything, but keep on smashing until you see something on the screen. And this is the wrong button. It booted into the BIOS, which I don't want. So now I'm going to restart my PC and smash F9 instead. Also, side note, if you end up in the BIOS and don't know how to exit, simply click on the restart button on your PC instead of going to save and exit. It is easier that way. And if you can't do that, simply go to the save and exit option and then select exit without saving and start smashing some other key. I'm going to do F9. And this time we see something else, which is still not my boot menu. Okay, I am smashing the F12 key this time. And as you can see, this time the boot menu showed up. It says Windows Boot Manager, which we don't want because that's where the Windows is installed. And what we want is the USB stick. I will use up and down arrow to select it and then press enter. And now this option showed up. It says Grub and here it says welcome to CachyOS Live ISO. It automatically went to this screen and now it is trying to load CachyOS from the USB stick. It is not installing anything as of now. It will let us explore the CachyOS and then we can choose to install it. The screen just went black for a moment, but don't panic. After a while, you should see something like this. Now, since I have multiple monitors, this screen is not showing anything, but this one is, and it is upside down or sideways. So to bring it onto this screen, which is my main monitor, I will just move my mouse to that screen somehow. If I find my mouse, okay, I found it. Now I will just move it to this screen. So that's another tip. If you have multiple monitors, remember to turn on all of them first before installing CachyOS, just so you can see this pop-up window. Now on my screen, there is nothing else beside this CachyOS dialog because I have another monitor which is showing the taskbar. So to move that screen here, I will just right click in the empty space, select desktop configuration and then select the monitor which is in front of me and then change screen priorities and I will move it to the top. Actually, I will move the Sony TV down so this Acer one which is in front of me comes to the top and I will press OK and then apply. So now as you can see the taskbar is in front of me and it is using this as the main primary monitor. Now I will close this window and then we can go to the next step. At this stage you can fully explore the CachyOS environment. You can see if you like it or not before committing to the installation process. It will already have Firefox and bunch of other things installed so you can explore them and see how it feels. Once you are done with that, click on the Launch Installer button on this dialog. It can take some time, but in a moment it will show a dialog where it will ask you to select your language and then click next. Then it will ask you to select your time zone and simply click on the next button. Then it will ask you to select your keyboard layout and then select next. Then it will ask you something important. It will ask you to select a bootloader. Basically, the thing that will select the Windows and CachyOS at the PC startup. By default, CachyOS recommends this one. If you use something else, the next steps will be different. I will go with the default option and then simply select Next. On this screen, select Manual Partitioning and then select Next. Here you will see the free space that you created using Windows, which in my case is the 250 gigabyte. If you don't see your free space, make sure that you have selected the correct drive at the top left corner. In my case, my internal drive was 500 gigabyte that I created the partition on, and I can see it as the free space. I know it's not the bottom free space because that one is only 1 megabyte. The one I want is the 250 gigabyte. After clicking on the correct free space, I will select the create button. First, we need to create a partition for the bootloader. The one I selected before requires 4096 minimum size. So that's what I will write here. And then for file system, I will select FAT32. For mount point, I will click on the drop down and select boot. And then at the bottom section, I will tick mark boot. So to recap, I set the size as 4096, which is the minimum requirement. Then I selected file system as FAT32, then mount point as boot, and then I tick marked boot. Now I will click OK and you will see a new partition that has boot as the mount point. It will be of 4 gigabyte. Now we need to select the free space. The big one. In my case, since we remove 4 gigabyte from it, it is now 246 gigabyte. I will select it and click on create. This time I will not touch the size, I will not touch the file system, I will keep it at BTRFS. But in the mount point, I will click on the drop down menu and select the first option, which is just a slash, something like this. And then I will click on OK. Now you should see another partition which has a slash in the mount point. So to recap, we have created two partitions from that 250 gigabyte free space. One is FAT32 and one is BTRFS. One is boot and one doesn't have anything, just a slash. They are of 4 gigabyte and 246 gigabyte. We have not touched anything else. If you have done everything correct, then you should see the next button. You should be able to click it this time. So I'm going to click it and it is asking me to select a desktop environment. By default, it will select KDE Plasma desktop environment, and on the right side it will show a preview of what it will look like. If you are paying attention, you will notice that it looks pretty much the same as the one you are using right now. If you are happy with that, simply click on the next button. On this screen, I will leave everything as default since it has already selected the KDE desktop, and click on the next button. Here it is asking me to write the username and password. Once you have entered everything, simply click on the next button. Here it will give you an overview of what it is about to do, like set the time zone, create the partitions and everything else that we have selected just now. If you are happy with this, click on install. It will show this dialog, click install now, and it will start installing. So it took like 5-10 minutes, and after that it showed this all done screen. Now since I don't want to do anything else, I will select the restart now button and then simply click on done, and it should start restarting. As you can see, this time it is showing the bootloader that we installed. And as you can see, it auto detected the Windows Boot Manager. So now we can boot into CachyOS or we can boot into the Windows Boot Manager as well. For now, I will select CachyOS since this is the first time I will be launching it. By the way, I moved up down using the arrow keys and pressed enter to select. And as you can see, we are inside CachyOS. So let me just type the password that we set earlier and we are inside CachyOS. This time it is not running from the USB stick, it is actually installed on the system. You will see this pop up again when you start CachyOS. To make sure it doesn't show up every time you boot, simply disable this launch at start option and then you can close it. Now once I'm in CachyOS, the first thing I like to do is click on the start button and then search for the scary word called terminal. I am used to console with a K, so I will click on that and it will show some scary stuff. It will show your system information along with the CachyOS logo. But what we want to do is start typing sudo, then space, then pacman, like the game Pac-Man, and then space, type dash, capital S, small y, and then U. So it's sudo pacman dash syu. This will basically update everything. From time to time, it is better to run this command to update everything and to make sure everything you install is properly running. If you don't run this command from time to time and try to install something new, it will show a bunch of errors. But all those errors can be easily solved by using this simple command. So I will press enter and then it is asking for my password. And if you are new to Linux, when it asks for your password and you start typing, it will not be visible, but it is typing. Once you are done typing your password, simply press enter and it will start updating. So this is what it has found and is asking for yes or no. Since I want to install the updates, I will press Y and then enter. And that's it. It is now up to date. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? Now, before customizing anything in CachyOS, I want to make sure that I can boot properly into Windows. So to reboot, I will simply type reboot in the terminal, or I can go to the start menu as well, but I will type reboot here and press enter. And once it starts booting, I will keep pressing the arrow keys to stop the boot at the bootloader where I will select the Windows and CachyOS. So I will press enter here and then start pressing the arrow keys. I am pressing the up and down arrow keys, not sideways. And here I will select Windows Boot Manager and then press enter. Let's see if it boots into Windows again. It is doing the Windows loading thing. And there it is. This is Windows just like it was before. Now to go back into Linux, I will go to the start menu and then click on restart and then start pressing the down or up arrows. If I don't click on the arrows, it will auto select the CachyOS and just boot into it. But since I want it to stop at this bootloader screen, I press the arrows. I will select CachyOS, the first option, and then it will start booting into it. And there it is. And now you are into CachyOS. So now we have successfully dual booted into CachyOS and Windows 11.